Okay, so class, we continue with the example of the integration by pi. Okay, integration by pi. So in the last or the previous video, I already showed the example of by using substitution, right? Okay, so by using by pi. Okay, but before that, okay, when we want to use by pi, okay, usually, okay, when you get a question, okay, if you feel that you think, you think that you can solve it by using substitution, you proceed with substitution first, because substitution is more easiest lah, maksudnya compared to by part. Okay, substitution is more simple, okay, compared to by part. But then if you say after you substitute, you cannot what we call, you cannot solve it, so means that they have another ways to solve it. So the other ways that we can choose is by using by part. Okay, so actually, okay, when we want to use, okay, dia adalah tips, bukanlah tips, I'm saying something that you can, okay, when you see this question, better using by part. When you see this question, better using substitution, right? So by using by part is we use when the integrals involve a product of algebraic and transcendental function. Okay, I know apa yang Miss sudah cakap ni kan. Okay, right, macam ni. Algebraic means that x or polynomial, x square, x cube, something like that. And transcendental function means it's something like ln, cos, exponential. So it's a combination between these two. Macam for example, x square, ex. It's a combination, right? Between the polynomial itself, x square, and also exponential. So if you feel or if you get this type of question, so you can solve it by using by part. Okay, because if you using substitution, you cannot solve it. You tak akan dapat the appropriate u lah, tak ada pilihan u terbaik untuk you use or you choose substitution. Okay, so I give you some, okay, like this lah macam ni. For example, you have something like x square ln x. Right, you have x square and you have ln x. So this is a polynomial algebraic and this is a transcendental function, which is a logarithm. Also maybe something like this. Okay, it's a between x and es exponential, or maybe something like this is between exponential and also trigonometry. Okay, so when you get this type of question, so you can choose by part lah instead of substitution. Okay, alright. So for the by part, they have a specific formula that you need to follow. Okay, you need to follow the steps. Okay, and also they have a specific formula. Okay, like the substitution just now, they have no formula, right? But for by part, they have a formula. So this is the formula. So you integrate u dv. So actually, this is your question. This is your question, and this is the equation yang you need to find out lah. Okay, you need to from the equation itself, you need to find or you need to let which one as u, which one as v. So this one that you will apply ln pad. Okay, for this by part, okay, you need to apply the ln pad. The things that I already explained in the previous video, right? Okay, so you can refer to the previous video back. What is a ln pad? Okay, so okay, we start with the example. So I give you example. Let's say the question asks you to find the integral of x ex dx. Okay, so which one that you want to let as u, which one that you want to let as v? Okay, u. Okay, this is the what we call to choose u. Okay, to choose u. Okay, to choose u, not I. Choose u. Okay, to choose u, you need to follow this ln pad. Okay, the priority is you need to choose ln first and then followed by polynomial, exponential and trigonometry. Okay, so from this question, you have a polynomial here and you have exponential. Which one that you will let as u? You will let x. Okay, x is a polynomial, right? X is a polynomial, so this is your u. Okay, this is your u, and automatically the whole thing here that we left here is your v. The whole thing, okay, the whole, which is included also the dx. Okay, sorry, not v, dv. Okay, dv. Macam kenapa why dv? Because like I said, this is the equation, right? I mean this is the formula and this is the equation part. So you need to follow lah. Maksudnya you have integral here, and then you have a u and you have a dv. So if you let x as u, means that the whole thing here is a dv. Okay, right? So you let u as x and your dv ex dx. Okay, what we do next is you differentiate your u with respect to x, so you get 1. You differentiate and differentiate. I repeat again. If yeah, your question is now is integration, but for this one, we will do differentiation. Okay, so for this what? Okay, for this part dv, so we need to get v. Tadi u, okay, u, we want to find du, so means that you differentiate. This one is from dv. We have a dv, but now we want to find v. What we do? You will integrate. Terbalikkan lah. So ni dv, daripada dv nak dapatkan v. Tadi for this x, it's u. So you want to find du, so means that you differentiate. But now it's dv, so you want to find v, so means that you need to integrate. So integrate ex dx. So what we have here, integrate ex, integrate exponential, you always get is back. You akan dapat diri dia balik, which is ex. But then what we do next, sama juga macam differentiation differentiation, differentiate exponential, we get exponential, and then what we do is the power, you will differentiate this one, differentiate the power with respect to x, you get 1, right? If for differentiation you will put 1 down, you will put 1 here if differentiation, but now it's an integration, so integration you will divide by 1. Okay, because it's 1, so dia tak adalah nampak sangat kan. Tapi kalau you example of e power of 2x, 3x and so on, means that number 2, number 3, you will put it down here. Okay, for integration kena letak bawah. Okay, so yeah, tadi they have no changes here, so you will get ex. Okay, so you already have your u, you already have your v, so then just substitute back into this formula. Okay, so sorry saya punya macam serabut sikit, but I hope that you can follow the sequence lah. Maybe you can write this one aside, and then you just continue with this one. So okay, so this one the question, right? So now, okay, this one is x dx just now. So uv, so what is your u? Your u is x. What is your v? Your v is ex. Okay, and then minus integrate v. V, what is your v just now? Ex du. What is your du? Okay, you want, or you just want du, right? So here is du dx, so means that you just bring dx to this side, so you have du equal to dx. Okay, so this one is nothing that you can do, just take it, just remain it. But for this part, you need to integrate lah. Okay, but now you can integrate. Just now yang ni tak boleh integrate sebab you have multiplication or the product between x and ex, right? But this one you can integrate lah. Okay, integrate ex, just now you dapat ex, and this is the answer. Okay, but don't forget to write plus c. If they have no c, if you forgot to plus c, they have no credit. Okay, even though your answer, yeah, you will get the marks for the steps, but you didn't get the mark for the answer. Okay, penting c ni maksudnya, yeah, this is the basic of integration. Means that kalau you punya integration is indefinite means that they have no limit here, tak ada limit bawah dengan atas, lower and upper, means that is indefinite, so you need to plus c. If they have a limit, so you don't need to plus c. Okay, so this is your final answer. Alright, okay, I give you one more example. Since this video baru 9 minutes, okay, saya buat lagi satu example. Okay, integrate x cos x dx. Okay, so which one that I will ask you? Ln pad x, so of course x. Okay, then du dx you have 1, so du equal to dx. Okay, settle. So now what is your dv? Your dv is cos x dx. So what is your v? Integrate cos x dx. So integrate sin cos. Integrate cos, you will get sin x. Okay, so now substitute back here. So x cos x dx is your original equation, and then u is x, v is sin x, minus v. What is your v? Sin x. What is your du? Dx. Okay, so x sin x will remain. Okay, now integrate sin. Integrate sin, we get negative cos. So it will be plus lah. Okay. Simple je kan? It's simple, senang, laju boleh buat. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is the steps for by parts. Okay. So you can try to do it another more example. Okay, you can refer to the slides, you can refer to internet, Google, you just search. Okay, we come up. Okay. Right, so for the next video, I will proceed with the last method, which is integration by tabular method.